You ever play a game of red light, green light that was so intense that the losers got shot? Yeah, me neither. If you're looking for a series that is original, that's well written, something you've never seen before, then Squid Game is definitely up your alley. It's about a group of people who are down on their luck, financially broke, looking for a way to make some money, and they're presented with a way to do so. All you gotta do is play a bunch of kid games, and the overall winner gets a huge amount of money. What they're not told is if you lose the game, you're eliminated. And when I say eliminated, I mean this series is ultra violent. I mean, I cannot express the bloodshed in this series. But it's a very well told story because not only is it about just playing games and violence, basically it also tells a morality story of how money can change people. So again, like I said, these are a bunch of people down on their luck and they have what they feel to be no other options than to play this game to try to earn more money. So they're playing these childhood games in order to not only win money, but to survive, because this is a live or die situation. Winners move on, losers get killed. So this is where the intensity comes in, because now the question is, how far will you go to win? Is money the ultimate gain? Is your morality and humanity more important? There is a huge conflict here, and this is, I don't want to even attempt to butcher actresses and actors' names in here because this is a foreign film and you get that dubbed over English. So the words don't match up with the mouths. So I'm not even going to attempt to give names. But the main character is, you know, he's got a really good heart and deep down he's a good guy, but he still fights with the idea of having to do the things you need to do to get past these games. There's other people in there that are more swayed to the other side. And they're like, oh, well, I'm going to die anyway, or it's a live or die situation, and they throw all their humanity out the window. And that's what makes this show interesting, because not only do we have a very original story to tell, but we also have a very humane story to tell. There's tons of drama, there's tons of excitement, there's tons of violence, and everything about this is just entertaining. I binged watched this thing over the course of, I think, 2 days. My wife and I watched it, and this thing was so much fun. And you get through the first episode and you're like, okay, that's pretty interesting. I mean, I can see where this can go. Next episode you watch, you're done. You get through the second episode, you're completely hooked. You got to finish the series. That's just the way it is. And all these people that are playing these games are a complete mix of people. We're talking families, gangsters, pickpockets, your everyday corporate guy. I mean, there is a slew of different types of people playing these games for different reasons, all of which are going to take a different approach to winning or surviving. And the rules to these games and surviving are vague at best. And there is a blurred line of what's acceptable and what's not. So you got to walk that line very carefully. Some of the people will exploit that to their own benefit, and others will question it because, well, again, their whole humanity and morality thing comes into play. And it becomes very interesting because the conflict, not only between each individual, but between groups that form, gets intense. Now, the people that run this game are also very interesting because you cannot see anyone's face. That is part of the rules. No one is to be seen. Once you're seen, you're also dead. So you can't talk unless spoken to. Everyone's quiet. And then there's this game master, I'm going to call him, which is, they call him the front man. But this is the guy that runs the show. Now, the front man oversees everything that goes on, while all the other people who basically have circles or squares or triangles on their face, they carry out the orders, distribute the food, and, well, shoot you in the head if you lose. Now, playing these games is about smarts, not just brawn and strength. And that's where things get interesting. I like this. I enjoy watching this series because it is so unique. Now, I really loved watching this series not only for its originality, but for the fact that I found myself trying to figure these games out. Not only the rules of the game itself, but the little ins and outs in that gray area of what you would need to do to win. This is the cool thing. When you can involve yourself in a series and try to figure things out, I think that's great. And I think it's one of those series that you can't help but do it. You can't help but put yourself in that character's place. What would I do in his scenario? How would I get out of that? What decision would I make? That's what's great about this series. It's very involving, it's very unique, and it's something that you will never see anywhere else. When you can finish every single episode of this series and can't help but want to watch another one, that's a great thing. When you can't help but want to binge watch the entire series in one weekend, that's a great thing. So definitely go give Squid Game a watch. It's something completely unique you will never find anywhere else in any other movie. So definitely check it out. You won't be disappointed. Do me a favor on the way out, smack that like button for me. Let YouTube know you're enjoying the content. Also hit that subscribe button. I'm Kevin, and I'll see you at the concession stands.